Testing, 1 2 1 2. Hello and welcome to my questions and answers video. I now have over 500 subscribers and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for this. Thank you very much. I know that not all of you is liking all the content I put up. Some of you subscribed because you like my Mass Effect walkthrough. Some of you like my Dragon Age, and that means that perhaps you don't like my more action-oriented LPs. But in either case, I hope everyone that subscribed found something they liked, and I will do my best to put up good quality content for the future as well. A few weeks ago I asked you to ask me questions for this Q&A, and you have quite a few actually, so let's get started, shall we? Let's just open up my document, if I can find it. Yeah, I know it's good to be prepared. There we go. Alright, the first question is from Poison Dagger 53. Have you ever been to other countries? If so, what ones? Yes, I have been abroad. I have been to Finland, Denmark, France and England. However, that was when I was fairly young. More recently, I've been to England once, I think 2 years ago. And I'll be going to England again, London, in a few weeks. I like that city. Really like the architecture. I am not a huge fan of traveling in general. I'm quite content here in Sweden. I have what I need. But sometimes you gotta stretch your legs, you know. The next question is from Angel Arts, who asks, who would you say is your biggest video game crush and why? Okay, now that's a good question. When I was younger, it was definitely Jeanette Angel Devereaux from the Wing Commander series. She was a fighter pilot, I think, from Belgium. But more recently, I was really smitten by Tali in the Mass Effect series, so I think you all expect me to say Tali, but no, actually not. My current video game crush is Ellie Langford from the Dead Space series. A incredible woman. She's got her heart in the right place. Smart, independent, yet slightly vulnerable at times. It's just that, again, I mentioned this before, the way games are made these days, you know, with the motion capture and the audio capture done at the same time. So the actors actually say their lines when they do their motion capture. It breathes so much life into the character, and that is, you can really see that in Ellie Langford's character. So I guess that really helped bringing that character to life, and it helped me love her character very much. Question number 2 from Angel Arts. If you could pick a theme song for yourself, what would it be? It would be Time by Hans Zimmer from the Inception soundtrack. It's a beautiful song. Piano, it's calm, a little bit sad, but also hopeful, very creative yet simple, very emotional, and I think it fits me quite well. Creative, bit sad at times, very hopeful for the future. It's a good song, and you should all listen to it. Question number 3. Which video game character could you see being your best friend and why? I'll have to go with another Dead Space character, Isaac Clarke, who is generally a good guy. You know, he's got great integrity. He's got this kind of dry sense of humor, which I really enjoy. And he's a really cool engineer. What's not to like? I think he would be a really cool, a really fun guy to be around, and a very good friend to have. So I'd say Isaac Clarke from the Dead Space series. Question number 4. If you could witness any event, past, present or future, what would it be? Okay, this one is easy. I would like to witness the first interstellar travel. At the moment, we don't have the technology to do anything like that. The distances between stars and planets are just so vast that you just can't do it. It would take so long. But once we finally get an understanding about how to do it, either through wormholes or some kind of warp drive, I would love to see our species take that first step out into the universe and really break the bonds that holds us here. That would be... I was born in the wrong century. Yeah, that would be... yeah. You can see I'm all giddy just talking about it. Because I love space and everything about space and exploration. So you can probably see painting back here, which represents everything I just said, you know, about taking your steps out into the world. It's that painting there. It's beautiful. Question number 5. Which video game character would you want to be your mentor and why? Okay, I was going to say Keldon Firecam from Baldur's Gate 2, because he's a paladin, he's uncompromising when it comes to law and order, which I really like, and he's a nice guy. But I think I had to say David Anderson from the Mass Effect series. He's kind of like Keldon, but he's got not such extreme views, perhaps. He's much about law and order and doing what he believes is right and sticking to it. And I think that's very important. He also is a good friend, you know. And I think he'd be a great mentor that teaches through respect and not fear. So David Anderson. It would be kind of confusing since we would both have the same name, but you know, I could live with that. Okay, next question from Angel Arts still. What is the kindest thing anyone has done for you? Quite a few years back, I had some terrible back pains. A nerve got stuck, and the pain was unlike anything I've ever felt, and that's part of why I'm so resilient to pain now, because I've never felt such pain since. I know what real pain is. That was horrible. And during these very dark weeks, my then girlfriend was there for me. Whenever I needed anything, just getting help getting dressed, stuff like that. And she never complained. At least not out loud. And I know it must have been hard for her as well. But just her being there for me in this time of need, it was... I can't thank her enough. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Alright, question number 7. And the last question from Angel Arts. If you knew the world was ending in 2014, what would you do differently? I consider myself pretty lucky. I lived a happy life, a good life. I got friends and family which I visit regularly. And I got a fun life, I got great hobbies. And I like my job. One thing I would regret, however, is not working out more. If I'd done that, I would probably have better self-esteem, which would have led to an even better social life. So that's that. But in the whole, yeah, working out more. That's my big thing right now. I'm actually working out. Okay, that's kind of wrong. I'm working out quite a bit, but my diet is atrocious. So I'm gonna change my answer to getting a better diet. Yeah. So thank you, Angel Arts, for the questions. This cough. All right. Evil Scrooge is asking the next 6 questions. So, question number 1 from Evil Scrooge. Why do I see your face on some random Mass Effect multiplayer recording? That's a good question. Actually, I wanted to experiment a little bit with Facecam. If used correctly, I think it adds another layer of emotions that I can convey to you guys. I'm not going to use it on all games, but some games, like the Dead Space Awakened DLC I'm playing now, it fits quite well because it's a horror game, and even though it's kind of embarrassing at times, just showing my quite vivid reactions to stuff can be fun. It's fun for me. I hope it's fun for you as well. Sorry. Question number 2. Do you like it when the hero dies at the end, in a movie, book, or in a game? If it's a death that makes sense, and if it's a good death for a noble cause, sure. I kind of like bittersweet endings. They often have a very nice emotional impact. The hero shouldn't just die just for dying's sake. There should be some reason behind it. But if all the reasons are there and it fits the story, Sure, I love, as I said, bittersweet endings are the best endings. Question number 3. How about this weird dubstep thingy? Yeah, what about that? Really hardcore dubstep, with all the whoop 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 whoops. I have some trouble with. I can't listen to that. But there are some dubstep which I think is all right. If you look up Corridor Digital, a effects making channel here on YouTube, and look up their video Dubstep Guns, I think it's called. That's the kind of dubstep I like. I like electronic music, I had to admit. So it's okay, just as long as it shouldn't be too severe or too hardcore. Question number 4. All right. What kind of humor do you like? I like subtle humor, kind of dry humor. Humor that you don't have to. That's not obvious. Humor that's is triggered just by a glance or a few words in the correct place. I like that kind of humor. I like satire. South Park is doing some great satire. Some of the South Park episodes are just too icky for me, but some are just spot on. I like some humor with some thought behind it. I don't like fart jokes and stuff like that. I'm more sophisticated. Question number 5. Do you think open world FPSs are the future of that genre? No. I personally believe that I get out more of a game if it's linear. It's just like the problem I have with open world games is that I feel that the content is much more shallow. It's there. You go to a place and you clear out some dudes and you get some reward. But there's no really super good story about it to enthrall me in the quest. That's why I like linear games, which might be smaller in size, but for me it's more content. Stuck in that. It's more quality. That's why I don't play games like Fallout 3 or Skyrim, because I think it's too shallow for me. It's like a big skeleton, but with no meat on it, while linear games is like a small skeleton, but with lots of meat on it. So, question number 6, and the last question from Evil Scrooge is ugliest and prettiest celebrity. I don't think I'll go into ugliest celebrities. Everyone had their charm. But the prettiest celebrity, well, I love the look of Katy Perry. She's sexy and cute at the same time. And I also love the look of Liv Tyler, who's more like elegant and cute. Both very beautiful women. For males, I'd say David Beckham. Man, that guy. I'm a straight male, but that guy is really sexy. He's really handsome. It's no denying it. So, Katy Perry, Liv Tyler, and David Beckham. But we all know it's the inside that counts, alright? Alright, let's see. Blue Spartan 107, you got some questions for me. Question number 1. Who is your favorite tribute maker for the Mass Effect series? Okay, so a tribute to a series is like a montage with music and video, often a theme, a character from the series or something like that, cut together to make like a trailer thingy. And I used to do that quite a bit before I started my LP channel. It's fun, and I love video editing. But I don't watch many other tribute makers, I'm afraid. It was some time since I had the time to do that. Actually, I just play games now these days, you know. I like my own movies because the music and the composition works for me. So, wow, that must be one of the most pretentious answers ever. Who's your favorite tribute maker? Oh, myself. No, but seriously, there are some great guys out there who are like, they do movie magic with After Effects and stuff like that I can't. But unfortunately, I can't remember their names. Sorry. Question number 2 from Blue Spotted 107. There's no spoilers here in this answer, so don't worry. If you had the power to change the Mass Effect 3 ending, what would you do differently? And I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to answer that I would do nothing. With the extended cut, it was just the way I wanted it. Question number 3. When will there be more tributes to Mass Effect / Dragon Age on your other channel? I'm not sure I will make more. Perhaps when the new Mass Effect game comes out, I don't know. I enjoy video editing very much, but most of my time spent on YouTube is on this channel now, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do a montage when I finish Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know. What was your favorite boss fight in the entire Mass Effect series? Okay, so here's some spoilers for you who haven't finished the Citadel DLC. I'm gonna put up my hand like this, and when you can mute your sound, and when I put it down, it's safe to put the sound on again. All right? Okay, spoilers begin. My favorite boss fight in the Mass Effect series would be the fight in the Normandy Bay with your clone. The setting, you know, the Normandy weaving inside a city, you know, left and right. So you can see it in the bay. The ramp has opened. That was really nice, and you can see. Well, actually, the battle was different depending on what class you are. If you're engineer, the clone uses engineer powers and stuff like that, and you have Brooks with you as well, or against you. It's a fight. It's a boss fight with quite a few variables, and it's a bit different, which I like. So yeah. My favorite boss fight would be the Citadel DLC clone fight. Alright, the next question is, what is your Geth name? My Geth name is DA80. And the next question is, what is your quarter name? My quarter name is Darian Alek Vas Endurance. And question number 7, when will you show us a picture of your girlfriend? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a girlfriend. But if you go to Mistiani's channel, you can see some awesome pictures of my good friend and ex-girlfriend, Mistiani. And I said this with permission, so don't worry, I'm not some kind of creep. Alright, Blue Spot on 107, thank you for your questions. Next guy, or girl, I don't know. Mentally Void. Mentally Void? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Sorry if I butchered your name. The first question. When you eat spaghetti, do you cut it up or roll it up on your fork? I cut it. It just seems like additional work to roll it up on your fork. No, it's so long. No. Nope. I cut it. Name one dead person that you would like to bring back and learn from. Carl Sagan, a astrophysicist and cosmologist, astronomer. He died not too long ago, but man, I love that guy. Check out his explanation for the fourth dimension here on YouTube, and a pale blue dot. His voice is very unique and very I don't know, very man, I forgot the word. I'm sorry. It's nice anyway. And the last question is, what is the weirdest animal you have ever eaten? Well, crayfish are pretty weird, so I'd say crayfish with claws and sound effects.